5 things I hate about delivering. Honestly, I don't hate too much about delivering. I'm not going to say that I hate anything because I kind of enjoy my job. However, there are a few things that I dislike. Number 1 would be the fact that delivery drivers get robbed so often. I think it's honestly pretty pathetic that people rob delivery drivers because, like, what are you going to get? Like, besides a felony, you know? Like, what are you going to get? Like $40, $20? I mean, a credit card slip? Like, come on. We're not allowed to carry more than our banks on us. So, I mean, obviously, if we've just made a delivery, like a cash delivery, we have cash on us. But what are you going to get? Okay. So number 2 would be the sexual harassment. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to entertain your, like, comments at all. So, like, why make them, you know? Grow up. Number 3 would be the beating that your car takes. You got to think like you're in stop and go traffic. You're starting the car, turning it off, turning it off. You know, you got to deal with these roads. The roads in the town that I deliver in are like really, really bad. And I'm sure if you've watched some of my other videos, you'll notice that the camera like never actually focuses because of how bad the roads are. I remember one year I had to replace the tie rods in one vehicle 3 separate times. And what sucks is, you know, when you get tie rods, you have to get an alignment, or you're going to wear down your tires. If you don't get the alignment, you got to replace your tires within like 3 months. Pizza guy actually used to have to change his tires like constantly. He was constantly getting flats, constantly getting nails in his tires, and like that blows. Number 4 is having to take the fall for things that aren't your fault. So this could be anything from like, you know, it's busy. Simply, it's busy, and delivery times are a lot longer because it's really busy. It could be somebody on the make line didn't make your pizza, so it has to be remade, and if we're already really busy, that sometimes just takes forever. The weather. If there's, you know, a foot of snow on the ground and we're still delivering, it's going to take longer. Maybe there's road work. My town has this like habit of doing road work in the middle of the day with no notification, no notice, no nothing. All of a sudden there's road work in 3 different spots on the busiest road in town. Like, come on. So I lose 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever on my delivery time. And, you know, I have to pay for that because it takes me longer to deliver the pizza. Number 5, and I had to think good and hard about this one because, like I said, I don't actually hate my job, like almost at all. But one of the biggest things is having to deal with idiot drivers on the road. Because of the like sheer volume of time of how much you're like driving with the public, you know, like you're gonna run into bad drivers more often than someone who is not on the road, you know, 50,000 plus miles a year. And I find sometimes people tend to, they see the sign on your car and they're like, oh, it's the pizza guy, I'm gonna cut them off because F them, or I don't know, like, I don't know what goes through someone's head when they decide to drive like crap. I really don't. And I can't tell you how many times, like, I've had people tailgating me, people yelling at my car, people, you know, coming right into my lane. That's always fun. People cutting me off, people blowing stop signs, like, you know, when you got like a 4-way stop and it's your turn to go and someone cuts you off, like stop sign cut off. You know, there's that. That kind of stuff happens all the time. Most of the drivers at the store, I can think of 3 right now who have been in accidents while on the job recently. And it's probably more than that. So thankfully I never have been, but so those are like the top 5 things, I guess, that I hate about delivering, or that like drives me nuts about delivering. And these things are kind of unavoidable. the town I deliver in is actually pretty decent for delivery. It feels pretty safe, all in all. But that doesn't mean there aren't issues, doesn't mean there aren't robberies, doesn't mean there isn't like a boatload of sexual harassment and like drunken tourists or drunken college kids or drunken anybody. So there's actually quite a few drunks, like drinking, that goes along in this town, especially in the summertime. So that's my list of 5 off the top of my head. If you have a story that you want to contribute anonymously to the blog, just shoot me an email at deliverydriverstories@gmail.com. As always, drive safe and have a good night.